includes our 100s. It's pretty dramatic. And this is where we say goodnight to Dan O'Brien. Great as always to have you with us. We're going to do it again tomorrow morning. And Steve Fleck's back with us for our final event of the evening. The 4x800s for the champions. We already had the emerging elites. Some really good races earlier. And we are right back in it here with the girls. This is just one group in the championship and some big name teams. Got Jay Sarah, Valhalla, Vestavia Hills from Alabama.
We have been spoiled today with watching great 800-meter running, whether it be individual 800-meter running or in the context of 4x800-meter relays. And we're going to wrap up the program tonight, Bob, with some great 4x8 competition here. That men's or boys championship 100-meter final was scintillating. I was watching that with great interest.
Up for grabs it was.
Quick opening.
Nice pace here to get this thing started.
64.
Vestavia Hills in the pink. 64, Mountain View from Utah, Santiago, California. They're your first three through 400.
Our schedule says that's Anna James Litty with the stick for Vestavia Hills.
By the way, the meet record is 8:46.98. And oh, here we go, talking about upstate New York again. Manlius, Fayetteville, the school in Manlius, New York. Niwot has the Hayward Field record, 8:51.75. And here we come to the first exchange. It'll be Santiago. East Chapel Hill from North Carolina, wearing the Carolina blue, and Jay Sarah already passing him for second.
Yeah, and those exchanges, teams using that exchange, Bob, the momentum in and out of those exchanges. We see a lot of lead changes and big swings at the front in terms of the spacing on these exchanges. Gives teams an opportunity to really break it open with some fresh legs if they can get it going. Jay Sarah with the lead. Don't think that's Reese Hawley, which says on my schedule it's a different name. I think that's Ann Elise Packard, who is carrying a stick for them at this time, and she's doing a great job of it, really stretching this thing out.
He's been busy in this meet. Second lap of the second carry, Jay Sarah, Santiago. And there's East Chapel Hill and Vestavia Hills. You can't miss them, the pink and the blue.
Oh, this is really blowing it up. Just one section here, so winner takes all. This is for the championship.
Halfway at 4:28. 62.68, those laps. Santiago in second. 7 seconds back, Vestavia Hills, East Chapel Hill, pretty close together. Havoc in the 5th spot.
Darkness has descended on Hayward Field here.
That is Chloe Elbaz, a familiar name for Jay Sarah.
Nice opening leg for Elbaz, 64 seconds for her first 400.
Elbaz was 9th in the state. That's the big CIF state meet. At 2:11. She went 2:09 in the prelims. She ran here at the Oregon Relays, was 3rd in the 1500. At a 3rd time, she was 4th in the mile and PR'd in the mile here for 51 to 54. So she likes this surface.
So kind of on target for a 2:10-ish split here. Elbaz is she's starting to tie up a little bit here. Just a little tightness showing in the shoulders. The turn overnight not quite as quick as it was when she opened up, but still has that big lead that she's working with.
.646. So her carry was 2:17. Santiago still in 2nd. Vestavia Hills. And Havoc now up to 4th. Final carry is on.
Big spread now on the field, pretty much stretched out over a half a lap.
And Reese Hawley is our anchor here. Yes.
The Santiago runner is closing, Bob. This could potentially come back together again. Good opening lap for Jay Sarah with a 64, but can she hang on?
Hawley just doing her thing. She can see what's going on, though, on the big screen. They're running toward it. And the Santiago runner is running towards Hawley. Going to the outside. That is Braylon Combe. Braylon Combe, slow, steady to the lead. Hawley tries to answer. Not gonna happen. Braylon Combe anchors the team. Taylor Davis, Nicole Sampson, and Kinsley White. And Santiago wins it in 8:58.01. Jay Sarah 8:59.08. And Vestavia Hills will be 3rd.
Coombs ran a 2:05, Bob. A 2:05. They were a ways back. So the fastest 800-meter leg of any of the legs in the race, Coombs did it for them. So extra kudos for her. That really got the win for Santiago. She put together a 61 and a 64 to come away with a 2:05 split there to close it out.
hearing from our winners. We still have to hear from our boys 100 winner. He's going to have something to say. And we're going to finish up here the final event, competitive event of the evening, and that will be the boys 4x8, and we're loaded 3 sections. Of course, these teams know each other from SoCal. One more look at this finish. Combe coming around on Holly.
Yeah, it was like Holly was the carrot out in front of Coombs, and I could sense early on in that leg that she was going to reel her in. She just had that look in her eyes, and she did it with that sensational 205 to close it out and again get the win.